If you're a 3D designer or animator, you've probably tried image to 3D or text to 3D generation tools before. But the biggest problem is that most AI-generated 3D models still come with messy topology, poor geometry, and low-quality textures. Now take a look at this. This is a 3D model I created from image reference. Look at the details, the texture quality, the mesh, and the overall structure. Everything looks incredibly clean and realistic. The texture is generated in stunning 12K ultra-high fidelity, capturing even the smallest details from every angle. This is the power of Rodin Gen 2.5 powered by Hyper 3D. In this video, I'll show you how you can use AI to create high-quality, print-ready 3D models with incredibly detailed textures and professional-level geometry. Let's dive in. Okay, this is the Rodin interface, one of the most advanced AI 3D model generators available right now. Recently, Rodin released Gen 2.5, bringing a major upgrade to the 3D creation workflow and pushing the boundaries of what's possible in AI-generated 3D assets. We've already covered some of its amazing features in previous videos, but today we're going to focus on one specific area: materials. We'll explore its 3D native textures and the incredible 12K ultra-high fidelity rendering capabilities that produce photorealistic details from every angle. Alright, let's actually build one. Let's say I want to make a 3D model of this image. I have collected images from various angles. Now to create the model, head over to the Hyper 3D Rodin workspace. I will put the link in the description. Once you are on this page, you will find two options here: Image to 3D and 3D editing. As we are creating a new model, we have to go with the Image to 3D option. Now, click on the plus icon and then upload the base image, the front-facing one. Once the base image is uploaded, we have to upload other images from different angles. Okay, our images are done. Now, you can set the bounding box control net. That means what exactly the size of your model will be. Next, we have vortex control and point cloud control. Okay, our input is set. Now the settings. First, select the number of the model you want to generate. You can create 10 models in parallel generation mode. This time, I will go with a single model. Next, here in the preset settings, you can set the geometry and prompt preset. You can create the preset and generate the models. However, this time, I am skipping. Now, come to the quality of the model. You've got options here: extreme low, low, medium, high, and extreme high. And here's how I think about these. Low is great for quick concepting. If you're iterating on a design and just want to see what something looks like in 3D, this is your go-to. It generates fast and it's cheaper. Medium is kind of your sweet spot for most use cases: game assets, portfolio work, things you're going to actually use. High is where it gets really impressive, because with a more complex model, the difference is genuinely striking. And extreme high is high quality but with an additional high-resolution texture pack baked in. Useful if you need that extra texture fidelity for things like cinematics or close-up renders. As I want a very detailed model, I will select extreme high. Okay, now hit the generate button. Okay, our preview model is ready. Now, we have to create the geometry. Now, before moving forward, you can customize the geometry if needed. As I want to create a 12K texture, I think the micro mode need to add. It will give a very detailed geometry for texture. If your model is a character, you can enable the TA pose also. I am selecting the micro mode. Now, we have to select the polygon. Now, we have to set the topology mode. Here you will find three options. Smart Low Poly mode. If you are working for a big project, this is the best option for you. And after that, we have triangle mode. You can create over 10 million meshes within a second. And then the quad mode gives you the clean, production-ready topology we talked about. Proper edge loops, quad dominant mesh, ready to rig or subdivide. Every time. After selecting the topology, click here and then select the type of geometry. As we change the geometry settings, we need to redo the geometry generation. And it's done. Now, we just have to set the polygon and hit the confirm button. And here it is. The geometry with the quad high poly is ready. This is amazing. In wireframe mode, you can notice the topology, how clean and organized. Looks like a professional 3D artist spent a full day creating the model. Once your geometry's locked in and looking good, it's time for the texture. Head over to the material settings and choose extreme high. And this is the moment. This is what generates that world's first 12K texture we've been talking about. Next, you can see the images we uploaded as references. Now Rodin will create the material with this image. You can also upload a PBR material file if you have one. I will go with my images. Now, I am hitting the confirm button. Now it will take some time to create the texture. And there it is. The full extreme high geometry, the micro detail, all wrapped in a true 12K native texture. Take a look from any angle, it just holds up. This is a finished production-ready asset. Look at the skin here. You can see the actual pores, the micro texture, the subtle variation that makes it read as living tissue instead of plastic, even at this zoom. That is genuinely hard to do, and it's a direct result of that 3D native, image generation level quality we talked about earlier. Most generators turn text into mush. This stays crisp. Alright, I'm happy with this. Let me go ahead and confirm. And here it is. The model is ready. Now, we can download the model to our device or import it into Blender, Maya, or other 3D software directly with the extension. Normally, you'd export your file and manually import it into Blender, but Hyper 3D has a DCC bridge, a direct connection plugin, that lets you import your generated models straight into Blender without the manual export-import step. If you're going to be using this regularly, definitely set that up. It's a real time saver. I'll link to it in the description. Just install the plugin and then import the model with a single click. The model is inside Blender now. You can take a look at it. This is really a production-ready 3D model. Okay, now let's create another one. This time, I am going with a full-body creature model. I am uploading all the images. After that, set all the settings like number of models, preset, and quality. I will keep it like the first one. Once done, hit the Generate button. And here it is. The base model is ready. Now, customize the geometry if needed and create the bang view. This time, I will create the bang view. And here, you can see the result. Now, the creature is separated into parts. This is very useful when you are actually animating. Okay? Now set the topology and confirm the model. Okay, the topology is ready. And this looks really great. Now, let's move forward to the material. Select the extreme high mode. You can select the reference mode. Once done, set the settings and click on the Generate button. And here it is, the texture is ready. And look at the result. This is the power of 12K 3D native texture. I love it. So you don't have to worry about the texture anymore. Using the same method, I created some more models. Look at this bag. It looks like a perfect product design. I just created it with this image only. And now look at this model. Look at the color and details in the texture. It's ready to production level. That 12K micro-detailed model is incredible as a hero asset for close-up shots, for film and VFX, for high-end product visualization, or as a base to bake detail down onto a game-ready model. So, if you want to turn your image into 3D model, don't forget to try Rodin Gen 2.5. The link will be in the description. Go give it a try. If you found this helpful, you know what to do. And seriously, go try this yourself over at hyper3d.ai. Thanks so much for watching, and I'll catch you in the next one.